Hey guys, Eric M and Twins 20 here, episode 212 of the vlog, and quick update. So apparently this past week, this weekend, I believe Saturday, the 8th, I think it's the 11th today. Yes, it is February 11th, 2025. Apparently, PlayStation Network was down, so people were having issues with it. Um, and we're having issues getting into their games, even the ones that were not where you while they had online capabilities, you could still play offline. Some of those, I guess, were affected. Um, I had some games that were affected, but we could still play. My kids were playing on it the other day. Um, I was going to go in and make a few changes on my roster for WWE 2K24. Um, apparently there was some I was gonna look into changing some of my characters' entrance music, not the music, but the way they move and all that. Because I thought I had discovered a way to change a few of them, most notably Scott Steiner. Supposedly there is a feature in the moves where he does his signature WCW entrance, where he kisses his uh, his arms and all that and flexes. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go see if I can find that and update that one accordingly so it looks legit. Well, the game loaded, but it was acting like it did when I first installed it. It was asking me to sign all this, read and sign all the rules and blah 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 regulations. And then I'm like, okay, whatever, maybe it just updated. And then the menu music was playing. It's like that was turned off, so that reset that. It's like, okay, no problem. I went to go load my universe that I've been working on tirelessly for the last several months, almost a year now, and it was deleted. It was not updated. It was like it's gone. It wanted me to start a new one, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I thought about it. I'm like, let me update the save file for the game because it automatically saves to my PS5 cloud account, my PlayStation Network cloud that's online. Well, it wouldn't let me do it because my PlayStation Plus membership lapsed a while ago because I didn't have the funds to do it, and I can't update my game saved game data because of that. I have to have that implemented in order to do that. So as of right now, I've lost everything for WWE 2K24. When I do eventually um, get my PlayStation Network um, online abilities updated and I'm back online, I'm gonna see if I can resurrect that and see if whatever the last one I saved um, is there, and I'll be able to get my save file back. And if it doesn't work, uh, we're pretty much done with WWE 2K24 at least this time around because the save file's been lost. But hopefully, fingers crossed, when I get my membership re-upped for the PlayStation Network Plus, um, it'll restore it. And I'm hoping it will restore it because I had a lot of good things planned for after Survivor Series. We're going to continue with Sean Jr. being the world champion. Um, I hope that comes to fruition because there's things I want to do. There's some people I want to see run for the title, and if not, well, it was a good run. I was really hoping to get to at least WrestleMania and see through at least Sting's retirement. We were talking through Mayhem, but I was actually considering moving it back to WrestleMania. But if it doesn't work, that's fine. I have a couple ideas in mind to replace the current playthrough if I can't get the save file back. One of which includes just waiting till 2K25 comes out and then just starting over on that whenever I get it, which I don't know if it's going to be anytime soon or not. Money talks, of course. But the other idea I had, and I think a lot of people would enjoy, is if I start over, whether it's on the PS on the 24 version or wait until 25, is doing a WCW playthrough, but continuing where WCW itself, real life, left off in 2001. Um, I'm debating to continue the night after that Raw went off the air for good. Pretend that Bischoff did purchase WCW with an ownership group and go from there, and just see what WCW would have done from March of whatever it was to beyond. I certainly could do that, and that would open up a whole plethora of characters that I don't use today because they're gone. You know, they passed on. So guys like it was either Brian Adams or Brian Clark from Chronic. They would still be alive. Of course, the Crippler. We won't say his name. Everybody knows who the Crippler is. I would use him at least in WCW, even though at that time he was in WWE. Him and Eddie and Perry Saturn had left Dean Malenko. I would do that. Anybody that basically left WWE who originally was in WCW, I would bring in to my universe. Hogan, Chris Kanyon, rest in peace. Chris Candido, rest in peace. So there's a lot of options of doing a really big throwback WCW, going back and doing Nitro, Thunder, and the pay-per-views, and just going classic throwback WCW. I think that would be fun. And I think if I do that, I'm gonna have to take my time to rebuild the roster, especially if I do it in 2024. I have to download all those characters again, get all the pay-per-views. But I think that one I would take my time, and I think that would be fun. And I think I'm towards leaning doing that. I really would love to play as, Scott Hall and all those guys, and booking WCW and going from there. And I think if I were to do it that way, I wouldn't do like I did now, where we'd be competing with Raw and SmackDown. I actually would just clear out the entire calendar. It would be strictly WCW. So guys that are in the multi-universe now, Roman Reigns, them guys right now, they would not be involved. They would be on the free agent list, but I would not touch them. But I would include guys that have been a part of WCW or were in the invasion or involved in the invasion angle. So that's a possibility too. So guys that have based WCW, like The Undertaker, Kane, The Rock. And The Rock held the WCW title during the invasion angle, so I could technically use him. Kurt Angle was another one, I think. So we have tons of options, and I think I'm leaning towards that way. And who knows? Maybe I'd do the storyline instead of starting at. Let's say we start after April, where WrestleMania took place. That's when the invasion started. Maybe we could do our own and say WCW won the war. We bought them out, WWF, and then those guys started coming into our turf. The WWE guys from 2001 on back. The guys that were in WCW, or excuse me, the guys that were in WWE from 2001, from when WCW went down, moving forward for the year, maybe we could do something too and include them. So that'd be something cool. It's just something I'm thinking about. And if I can get the save file of the original game, if I can restore it enough to where I can get up to where we left off at Survivor Series, and then just edit, if I have to edit who's holding what tile, so be it. Then we'll just move on. But leaning towards, if I can't recover it, okay, what do I do? Do I just start over where I'm at now and download everything, or do I just wait for 2K25 and then do it that way? So I just want to let you guys know that the 2K24 file got corrupted and got messed up. I even lost my GTA 5 file. That got missing too, because I noticed my son jumped on my PlayStation and started that, and I started the prologue. I'm like, why are you playing the prologue? And so I went to load in the game file, and it was gone. So I think that screwed up multiple games I have. And that might include Cyberpunk. I haven't checked my Cyberpunk save file yet, so I'm worried about that, but we'll see. So as of right now, until I get the funds to get my PlayStation membership up, 2K24 is going to go on hiatus. I'm not sure how long for, but I'll let you guys know when I finally do get to that point. I can get my membership back up and check those files. I'll see if I can update those saved files on the cloud and get them re-downloaded. I'll let you guys know. That's one thing I don't like about this whole PlayStation crap is everything's being saved online, but not the hard drive, which is bullshit. I mean, what's the point of having a hard drive if you're not gonna be able to save your game stuff on it? That makes no sense.